Hello there and welcome back to Build with the Boys. We now have issue 67 of Hachette's Build the Dizzy Doll's House. Now we've got 67 to 70 and I don't mind telling you, there's not a lot to do in this. There really isn't. I mean, this is some wallpapering. We put some of the floors into the second floor, but the exciting news is, structure-wise, second floor is pretty much complete. We just got to put in some windows, some doors, and a bit of finishing. But the actual structure at this point, so the inner walls, the outer walls, are complete at floor 2. We just got to pretty up a little. In this one, we are working on this, the Cinderella wall. So that's the one wall we don't have for the second floor. We get that in this one, and we're going to put one part of the wallpaper on it. In the next one, in 68, we'll put the Aristocats wallpaper on it, and that wall's complete and goes in. But what we will be doing in this one is the wall that we made in last month's, in 66. We'll be adding that to the second floor. You can see in the background, mine's already there. It's just rested in. I haven't glued it. I haven't stuck it in place yet. I just put mine rested in. But we're going to get this done. We're going to take a look at our pretty pieces that come with it. But there really isn't much to do in any of this month's issues. But it's all necessary and it will make an impact. So let's have a look at the pretty bits we get with this one. We get more for Donald's room. Donald's rooms are very busy rooms. There is a lot of stuff going into Donald's room. At the end of this one, I'm going to show you something else as well. Some pictures we had sent in, which I think you'll like. But let's get into this and we'll have a chat at the end. So, taking a look at our furnishings that come this month, we have another cushion for Donald's room. He has a big pile of cushions in that room. And we have some very cute bottles here. So we have these, I believe that's sand in these bottles. And, you know, you got a bottle of sand in things. I think that's what that is. I think that's what that's meant to be. Do these lids come off? No, they don't. So that's the first one. And then we have another one here that's got the hat. How cute is that? I believe that's sand. That's what's meant to be in there. I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming that's what that is. But how lovely are those? They are very cute. They're very lovely, but very lean compared to some of the other things we've had in issues. But that is this month's, this issue's pretty bits. Now we'll have a look at the actual build parts, which again, fairly lean. And we do get this wall, I suppose. We do get the big old wall. Let's have a look what we're dealing with here. So we have Cinderella wallpaper. That'll be the last time we're using that. And we have the wall here. Let's just zoom out there. So this is the way round we're going to be going for that side of the house. To actually wallpaper this way round. So a Cinderella wallpaper. Now again, you've got these guidelines. So let me show you these. You've got the guidelines here, and you've got the guideline here. You can use a pencil and draw and join these up if you want to. I mean, again, if you're, you want to make sure you're as straight as possible. But I think as long as you line these two up, you're kind of all right. So I don't think you need to go mad with that, but there you go. So we'll line up like that. So I'm going to get this prepped, and then we'll get this papered. Okay. So prepping our wallpaper, put it a little bit back. We're going to get this lined up as best as we can. And then we are going to, we're just going to commit, and we're just going to go. So there we go. See how accurate we can get this. Very, I'm hoping. And there we are. That's it. That's all there is to it. Now I'm going to flip this over and trim this off. Okay, so flipping this one over, the first thing we do is remove this piece out of the door frame. So again, let your blade do the work. Something there. I'm going to come down here. I apologise for the noise. It is summer, so everyone's mowing their lawns. I mean, when the weather is nice, you gotta do what you can. So you have that piece there. I'm gonna hold on to this again, as I always say. I'm hoping I never need it, but I return these two here because if I ever do need to repair any wall, I've got a piece. You know, I'd advise you do the same. You don't have to, but it's just in case. It's better to have it, not need it, than need it and not have it. Am I right? So let's just trim that out. There we go. Then we're going to come over to this side here. and trim all the way down to there. And then we're going to come across there like so, and then we're going to go down here like so. So that lifts out, and we have another strip there, lift straight out. I'm not going to save those pieces, got this massive white borders on them. And then if we take a look at where we are, that's where we are. So that is your completed wall for this issue, but we are moving on to the wall that we made last issue, and we are going to glue the beam to it, and we're also going to install it to the house. So let's bring that over. So this is the wall from last month, and we're going to be working on this side. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to take in this beam here, and we're going to glue it into here. Now, you'll see this hole. This hole faces that way. Now, I'm going to give you some advice to future-proof yourself on something here, because it will just make life a little easier. So this hole here, eventually, you're going to glue a magnet in that. I'm going to try and show you something. Can you see I've got build-up inside mine here? Once that's glued in the house, me trying to clear that out to get a magnet in there is going to be a bloody nightmare. So I'm going to clear it out now. I would advise you do the same, because it's going to be a lot easier to clear it out whilst you've got it loosened to hand than it is when it's upright and attached to a house. So quite simply, I've got some good tweezers here. I'm just going to rotate round here to take out as much of this kind of swarf and build up as I can. You can hear that grind there. And just a little once round with my my craft knife just to clear this out, because again, I want the magnet to just fit in there nice and flush and not have to worry about doing this whilst it's attached to the bloody house. So there we go. Cleared that one out. That's ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue this to our wall. So we're going to bring our wall over here, and then we're going to take our glue here, which, yeah, I've got nozzle problems. Okay, and quite simply, I'm just going to add a little of our wood glue here. Might need softening up. There we got some there. I'm just going to come down here like so, all the way down. And then I'm going to come over here, all like so. Put a little touch there. A little touch there, and we're ready to install. And quite simply, what we're going to do is pop this one in like so. And that's it. The next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to install this to the house. So I've got to bring over the giant house, and we'll get this one in place. Okay, so this is the section I'm going to be working on. We're taking the wall that we've built. I'm just going to do a quick test fit here. So that's going to slot into there like so. Whoop, is it? Yes, it is. There we go. Lovely, so that fits nice. So quite simply, what we're going to do is we're going to glue along this section here, along our bottom here, and we're going to pop that in. So let's get that done. So there we are, we're all glued up. I'm going to slot this one in, drop it in place. And then there's nothing left to do but let this dry. Let's get this one in. There we go. So that's in. Now this might seem a little loose, but we're going to be putting a lintel in here. So coming in this month, we will have a beam that will put that in, and then once your ceilings are in as well, all this is going to tighten up. So don't panic if any of your walls are wobbly. It's all going to pull together. You're going to be fine. But that's how we're looking. Let's have a chat. So that's 66, 67 complete. Nice and simple. Now, what I find truly bizarre about that one is we could have added that wall last month. We could have added it in 66. We didn't, I mean, with the exception of gluing the beam to it, which we could have done last month. It seems strange, that one, because I think if we hadn't have done that, literally all we've done is papered half a wall. And that is essentially what's going to happen in 68 as well. So we will be putting the Aristocats wallpaper on the other side of the wall of 68. We will then be installing that, and then we are structure-wise done with floor 2. There is a lot more to do to floor 2, because we have to add all of the doors, all of the windows. We have to add the cove in Cinderella's room. We have to add the detail in the cove again in the Aristocats room and the staircase. So there is still a lot more to do in there. But it's going to look awesome. So by the next one, we will have the structure of that one complete, and that's gone up quick. If you think about how long it took us to complete the structure of floor 1, the structure of floor 2 has absolutely flown up, which is it's a good thing. There is something else as well, which is kind of a key point with this one. I know this is going to seem strange, but it'll make sense when I go into it in the next one. But we have just hit a milestone. It sounds odd, but I promise you we have. It's 68, I'll tell you what it is. I did get something sent through. Now, a lot of you that are on the Doll's House forums will be familiar with Ken, Costume Ken, who makes the little Disney things. Well, he went next level. I did mention this on my weekly catch-up. If you're not watching the weekly catch-up, you should be. But if you're not, if you're just a Doll's House viewer, well, Ken made Ariel's Grotto. It looks amazing. Take a look at this. He sent me the pictures. This is incredible. He makes the little detail things, but this is the whole grotto. Look at this. It's absolutely incredible. How cool is that? That's amazing. Well done, Ken. That's amazing work. It really is. And everywhere you look in that picture, you see a little bit more. There's all the things that Ariel collects, and it looks incredible and very timely with the new Little Mermaid movie being released, I think, next week. Amazing. Just amazing work. I think it looks absolutely great. And we love hearing from Ken and seeing everything he works on. That's all for this one. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps our channel massively. And we just like having you along for the journey. We will be back very soon with issue 67. If you'd like to contact us, you can at buildingtheboys@outlook.com. If you've been working on things like Ken and you'd like to show it and you're happy for me to show it on the channel, please send it through. We'd love to see your work. We really do. So any sort of embellishments or anything at all, we'd love to see it. We really would. Or if we can help you with anything, drop us a message. We will get back to you. If you don't want to go through the hassle of email, you can drop it in the comments down below, and we will try to get back to every single person that comments or emails us. That's all from me. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. We will be back very, very soon with issue 68. I will see you then.